ang birth date sa usa ka corporation makita diha sa certificate of registration. So kung saan mamamatay ang kuan, ang corporation, mamatay daw na 15 years lang daw ang lifetime ana. Pag di nimo siya i-renew, natural death, mamatay siya. So natay duha ka person, natural kita nga naginhawa ug kadtong artificial katong mga corporation. So kining diri ingon diri sa persons criminally liable, mo-apply lang ni siya sa natural persons. Pwede ba makasala ang sa korporasyon? Yes, pwede makasala. Sama sa kanang gigamit ang korporasyon pinaagi sa mga illegal recruitment, kanang dili magbayad og tax sa corporation, kana makasala na sila. So, an act means a physical action, a physical movement. A corporation has no physical existence. It is only a person under the law. Also, a person to be liable for a felony, he must have the freedom na siya ay kagawasan. Number 2 is intelligence na siya ay hunahuna. O niya, number 3, intent. Tula may intent ang kuha kaya man nakahuna-huna. So, these are faculties belonging to a human being. A corporation can be held liable for committing a criminal act, but generally, the one who will go to jail are the officers because the corporation can only act through its officers. However, ang biktima sa corporation can be also another corporation. Pwede nimo ilaron ang laing kumpanya ug makakomit og stapa pinaagi sa pagdagan imuhang isibat ang corporate funds. So, ang corporation dili siya mahimong offender pero pwede siya mahimong biktima. Ang mo-file ana is ang officer in behalf of the corporation. But definitely, whether you are the offender of the offended party, you must be a person because you are not, if you are not a person, you have no right under the law. So, logically, ang patay nga tao, dili siya mahimong biktima sa usa ka felony except ang crime sa libel or oral defamation. So, ang concept of libel, pwede siyang mahimo or makomit para dauton ang mga memory atong namatay nga tao. Tungod kang libel is a crime against honor. So pwede man madaot ang dungog sa usa ka namatay na. Labi na kung akuan man to siya, kuan na saka na siya. Pwede ka malibel na bisan pagpatay na to. Pero generally dili mahimong biktima ang patay na. Except sa libel. Tungod kay ihang honor, iyahang dungog, yang inabilin nga mga maayong memories, pwede na siya madaot niya. Kung madaot na siya, pwede na makafile og kaso ang iyahang mga nabilin nga parente. While it is true that a person's rights die with him, his honor is not suspended to die with him. His honor is supposed to live after him forever. So no one has the right to defame the honor of another person just because he is already dead. Dili ta interested sa dili ta maghisgot sa mga victim. Interested ta sa persons who are criminally liable. Kadtong mga principal, accomplice ug accessory. Naay analogy about the movies. The principal or main actor is the lead. The story nag-revolves around them. Principal, actor, mga biktima. So, unsa man yung mga accomplice, mga kasabwat, mga kuha na sila mga supporting cast and minor characters. O si Fernando Po Jr. kung kailan mo ni Fernando Po kinsa man iyang mga kuha niyang mga supporting cast. So kadto sila ni Amay Bisaya, mo yung mga bata-bata niya. How about the accessories katong mga kuan, mga extra na kaisa ra mo appear sa scene. Pero apilon gyapon og kuan, apil gyapon sa movie. Kuha sila, makitaan sila isa once or twice, makita nimo. So who are criminally liable? The following are criminally liable for grave and less grave felonies. Principals, accomplice, accessories. The following are criminally liable for light felonies, principals, and accomplice. Unsa gayning mga light felonies? Kadtong ang priso isa ka adlaw hangtod sa napulo ka adlaw. Unya ang penalty is 200 pesos. Article 16 naghatag sa ato sa principle, nagkuan siya, nag-set siya og principle. For grave and less grave felonies, all of them are liable. But for light felonies, only the principal and accomplice are liable. Ang conclusion, accessories are exempted from criminal liability in light felonies. So in effect, ang Article 16 is exempting circumstance based on public policy. Ang rason ani is similar sa Article 7 nga ang general rule niingon light felonies are only punishable when they are consummated. Consummated daw, liable lang daw kung consummated. So nganong ingon ani man, ang rule sa accessory is minor lang kaayo. Even in grave or less grave felonies, ang penalty given to an accessory is very light. Very much lower than the principal. So how much more if the felony is light? So if the felony is light, even the penalty for principal is also light. So what would be the penalty for the accessory? So halos wala na, di na mahalos makwenta. So wala na liability. So it creates an exempting circumstance under Article 16. With this, mabantayan nimo nga na certain principles kay imuhang hinumduman about light felonies. Light felonies defined in Article 9. There are two principles which create exempting circumstance. One is found in Article 7 and the other is in Article 16. So Article 16 says, only accessories are exempt from criminal liability in light offenses, regardless of whether crime that is a light felony, whether it is against person or property. So unsa man ning principal? Those who take a direct part in the execution of the act o katong ning dunggab yun mo na si principal by direct participation, principal by inducement katong magsulsul nga sige patyan na kulatahan na dunggaban na kay magkarga-karga ba sige mo na kon diha. So principal by inducement iyang gipugos or iyang karga-kargahan. Yan abot tay principal by indispensable cooperation. Kadtong mga ning cooperate sa pag-commit sa crime by another without which it would not have been accomplished. Principal po daw kuno tong ning tabang. Kung wala yang tabang dili mahimo ang kadtong krimen. Ang Articles 17 principles motong tulo. Principals by direct participation, by inducement, and by indispensable cooperation. When the felony is committed sa usa lang ka tawo, unya pangutan-on ka unsay iyahang role. Sa walay pag sobrang huna-huna, makasulti ka nga principal siya by direct participation kay siya raman isa. Dili siya mahimong accomplice. Kung accomplice man siya, kinsa ang principal. So wala na accomplice kung wala na principal. So necessarily, if he is only one, he must be the principal. And necessarily, he must be the principal by direct participation. So walay principal by inducement kung walay principal by direct participation. There could be no principal by indispensable cooperation without a principal by direct participation. That is why kung mosulti ta nga naay crime na hitabo, nabuhat na sa usa ka tawo without looking, you can say that siya ang principal by direct participation. Wala na laing rule. The problem mahitabo or makita kung naay duha or sobra pang mga tao involved sa commission sa felony. Tungod kay posible nga ang isa is principal, ang isa accomplice, unya ang isa is accessory, or principal and accessory niya only without accomplice. So posible pod nga tanan sila principal. What type of principal? Ang usa sa ilaha by direct participation, mo ining dunggab yun. Another one is by inducement, siya mo nagsulsol. Yang isa is indispensable cooperation. So pwedeng principal by direct